Hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tony, and I am currently playing Super Mario 64, or Super Mario World for the Super Mario, no, oh my gosh, how am I this bad? Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. I have been doing the same level over and over because I'm terrible. So let's see if I can actually beat it this time. I'm also doing story times, where you get to hear about some things that have happened in my world. Today's story time was suggested by my nephew and my son. So thank you, nephew, and thank you, son, for reminding me of this particular story. Hopefully I can make it last a full video, because it's not that long of a story, but so a few years ago, the boys, my nephew and my son, who are the same age, were in Cub Scouts together. And we did Cub Scout meetings in various places, sometimes the library, sometimes the school, but there was this one particular church where a lot of the meetings were held. It is not far from my house, and it is actually the same church that I used to do Zumba classes in. And actually, I think my son was baptized there. I'm pretty sure Matthew was baptized there. But anyway, this church, it's just a regular church. And they had, this small little room where they let people do various things. Zumba class was there. There was some other meeting that was there too. Oh, what? Anyway, but Cub Scout meetings were there. My nephew's father, what? Why am I so bad at this? It is a Mario game from the 90s. Why am I so bad at this? Good gracious. Anyway, my nephew's dad was one of the leaders. It was him and one of the moms were the Cub Scout leaders. And so, because we lived walking distance, although usually we drove, but still, because we lived so close, and because, it was my nephew's dad that was the leader, a lot of the times we would stay after, with my nephew and his dad to, help clean up or just, whatever. Let the boys play for a few. And one of the, we would always shut off all the lights when we were leaving. And there was this one time that we're there, and we always, checked to make sure that all of the Cub Scouts were gone, all the parents were gone, everybody was out of there. And the boys swore that somebody was in the bathroom, that somebody had walked in the bathroom. So we're waiting, and finally, I think my nephew's dad went in there to check, and there was nobody in there. So we were like, okay, maybe left and we didn't notice, or whatever. But the weird thing is, the boys said that this Cub Scout that they saw walk in there was wearing like an older uniform, like the original Cub Scout uniform, not their one that they were wearing. So I figured it must have been like an adult or something, like an older scout, but nobody was there. And so we were like, okay, fine. My nephew's dad shut off the light, or maybe when the boys did, somebody shut off the light. The light was for sure shut off, and then, went back to cleaning up or getting things ready, and then we go leave, and the light's on, and we're like, what the heck? So we send the boys in, or one of the, I can't remember if we sent the boys in or if he went and shut off the light, but somebody shut off the light again. And it's back on again a few minutes later. What the heck is going on in this church? So that's it. That's all that happened. That happened twice, and but I mean, it was kind of creepy. Like after that, I kind of didn't like not sending Lucas, but like letting Lucas run in that hallway with nobody else near him, because like, I don't know, churches in general just kind of creep me out, and I know that's weird because they're churches. Churches should not creep you out, but just something about like being in a church or even like walking close to a church alone at night. I don't know why it's creepy to me, but it is. And like, just like, I don't know if horror films did it or if it's like, sometimes you see in movies just like that, just that creepiness. I don't know. Something about it, it freaks me out. And of course, this was not a long enough story for a full video because it was just some lights being left on in a church. But creepy stories are always fun. Let me see if I can think of any other creepy stories. That was the main thing that me and my nephew, because he was here last week after school every day, and he was helping me brainstorm ideas for these videos. And let's see, like the main thing that we were trying to come up with was like creepy stuff, because creepy stuff is always fun. I can't think of anything else creepy that has happened though. Like, oh my god, I already told the sister story, I already told the Elmo story. If you haven't seen those are on my channel. The Cub Scout story. This is my nephew's story, not mine, but he told me a while back that he was home alone when his dad and stepmom were at work, and I think he had his friend over, right? I'm pretty sure his friend was over. And they thought that they heard the door open, because they have a front door to their house, but they don't really use it. They use the side door, and that's like next to the garage and like kind of by the back fence. And, oh, okay, why did I just do that? That's what I get for trying to go ahead. And they thought that they heard the door open. And he swears that he saw somebody go into his dad's bedroom. And I can't remember if he left the house or if he just called somebody or if he just like internally freaked out, because it's been a while since he told me the story, but he swears up and down that somebody walked into his house and went into his dad's bedroom. And that kind of thing freaks me out because, like, I don't know. Or like when I record here, it was especially weird when my sister's dog, like now when I record, if I hear noises upstairs, it's probably the cat. But this was when my sister's dogs were still living here. When I first started, like when the visitation with the kids and their father first started, my sister's dog, just one of the dogs, was still here. And when the dog was here, the cat was in the basement. He wouldn't leave the basement because the dog would always try to kill him. It was terrible. And the dog was like at my feet. Like I could see the dog. The dog was laying underneath the table at my feet. And I heard so many noises upstairs. Thumps. Like, it was insane. Like, what was that? I would have thought that it was the cat. It was not the cat. My younger two children were with their father at my mother's house. I dropped them off myself. I know they were there. And my oldest child was at work. I also dropped him off there. So I know where my children were. I knew where all the pets were. So what was thumping and bumping upstairs in my house? Like, yikes. I don't know. I do not understand what it was. And nephew, if you are watching this, I'm sure you are very glad that you are no longer staying here, because I don't know which bedroom it was coming from, but I don't know. It's creepy. And obviously, I was not going to go upstairs and check and see what that noise was, because I have seen enough horror movies in my day to know better than that. So I did not. Instead, I just said, okay, that's weird, and went about recording my video. So, and I don't know. Like, I've never actually seen any kind of, like, ghost or anything like that, so I can't confirm whether or not that type of thing is real, but I also would never, just straight out say, obviously it's not real, because maybe it is. I don't know. So, but there are definitely sometimes weird things that happen, especially Sister. I'm sorry, but nothing will ever top Sister in my mind. I know that I already told that story in a different video, and I know that I'm not going to go and retell it again, but go watch that video if you haven't, because Sister is by far the most unnerving thing that has ever happened in my world, and I'm very glad that it hasn't happened again. Absolutely not. That was just, terrifying. But anyway, I'm going to end this video here because I finally beat that level, and I will beat this next one. I'm so annoyed. But next time, I'm going to tell you guys some stories about when I lived in Arizona. So, and I think also maybe some little stories about the drive to Arizona and the drive from Arizona. Just some stuff that my sisters have told me, because I gotta go on my camera and find it, because I am too, I was too young. Sorry. I was too young to remember. So let's see what I can find that my sisters have talked about. There we go. Alright, anyway. Leave a like if you like this video. Comment, subscribe, follow my socials, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. They're all listed below. Thank you for watching, and thank you to my nephew, and thank you to my son for these story ideas. Oh my god, do you hear my voice? It keeps cracking. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!